Good morning, dear children. I hope you are studying well at home. Today we are going to continue the same lesson 6, Slide Organization, the PowerPoint. And today we are going to see the last two topics of this lesson. Resizing a picture, shape, text or any object, and using shadow effects in the picture or in the text. So today we shall see. So this image keeps adding shape and typing, keep smiling text. We have seen the last class how to add it and how to do that. And today we are going to see how to resize. Resize means how to make this shape in small in size, bigger in size. Okay, that's what we are going to see today, right? Let's go now. Resizing a picture, shape, text or object. First topic. Resizing stretches or shrinks the dimensions of an object. Resizing means stretching, means smaller, resizing making bigger and small. To increase or decrease the size of an object, select the object. First, whatever we are going to do it, first select the object, right? Bring the pointer to array, bring the pointer to any of the edge 8 resizing handles on the selected object. When the pointer changes to a double-headed arrow like this, drag the handle inward to decrease or onward to increase the size of the object. To increase, you have to make bigger, more like this, and to decrease it, bring it onward. See here, when we select any object, there will be 8 edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 edges. To bring it to make bigger in size, what is supposed to do? Hold, click on here. When you click, like this type of arrow will change here. Click and drag it up. When you drag upside or downside, outwards. So the size will increase it. And if you want to make it small in size, bring it inward. When you bring it inwards, so it will become small, right? And if you want to resize the object by keeping the center of any object in the same place, then hold down the control key as a drag. This is one more important thing, dear children. So if you want to keep here, if you do it before inward, onward, so only the size will increase that place. But if you use control key and extract it, what happens? The complete image will become bigger in size, and if you do the same thing inwards, so it will become small in size. So this is very simple, dear children. Let's see how to do that now. I'll show you how to do that. So this image we have done already in the last class, right? So I'm going to make this image into small in size. I'm going to make this image or shape in small in size. See here, see my mouse pointer. Now what we supposed to do according to our steps? First we have to select the image or object. So what I'm going to do? I'm going to select this object, right? So click on there. Now we can see 8 edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 edges now visible. What we are going to do now? We are going to make it shrink, small in size. Okay? To make a small in size this shape, so click in the corner, any corner. So the edge, see that arrow is being changed. Okay? Double arrow. So the arrow has been changed. When you keep there outside, it is a normal arrow. When you keep the mouse pointer over there in the corner, any one of the corner, in all the corners, wherever you keep, that mouse pointer will be changed. When it changes, then hold, left click, then drag it down. See, now after holding, the cursor point is being changed. Now the shape is being damaged. See here, now we can make any way, bigger and inwards, small, the shape is being changed, right? Along with the text. See here, I made it now small in size. I bring it in the middle. small in size. But they say one more option to make it a center, okay, center. Now see, we have to press control key in the keyboard. Now I pressed control key in my keyboard. Now do it. Now if I do, see the original image, okay, from the center it is being changed. That image is not moving anywhere. From the center point it is being changed. It is being increased or decreased the size of it from the center point. See here, this way. So this is a shortcut key for making it in the center point. This place, this image is not being moved from anywhere. This shape is being this center only, right? So let's continue the next topic. Using shadow efforts. So using shadow efforts. So this is one of the important and very interesting topic. It is making effects to the text or to any object. It is a very important topic and very easy and interesting to learn, right? So for doing that, in addition to adding textures and colors, you can apply shadow. You can apply shadow efforts to any shape. It will make the shape impressive in appearance. So read once again. In addition to adding textures and colors, you can apply shadow effects to any shape. It will make more shape impressive and appearance. How to do that, sir? Simple. So when we make more shadow effects, the text or object, it will be more impressive, very attractive. So people will like to see that image. So in that way we can make it. How to do that? It's very simple. Select any shape object. Same, dear children, I was telling from the beginning, whatever we are going to modify, change, what we are supposed to do, first we have to select the object. First select the object, then do the necessary changes. Select any shape object and then click on the shape effects button. So that shape button will be there. You can see the format options in the drawing group and the home tab. You can click on home tab and the drawing group. You can see this effects option, right? Select the shadow option from the drop down menu. There are plenty of shadow effects. You can see plenty of shadow effects. From that effects you can select anything. From that effects you can select any effects from that. Then click on the outset center on the outer sub options. Offset center in the outer sub options. So not only this one, you can select any options. So as you select that shape or the text effects will be changed. Now I will show you how to do that. Then the object will be appear with a shadow. I'll show you then. See this. There are plenty of options you can see. For each and every one you can see the effect style. When you click that, in that style, the text or the shape will be changed. Right, dear children? So here we do it. Now I take this same shape, right? I'll move it here. The same shape. What we supposed to do? Go to the home tab. Under the home tab, effect option, drawing. See here, under the home tab, drawing group. The drawing group, select the shape. In the drawing group, you can see this icon. Yeah, in that icon, you can see plenty of shadow effects. Preset. You can, if you use a preset, you can see this type of designs. And shadow effects you can see here, and reflection you can see, glow you can see. We have seen already glow, right? And soft edges you can see, bevel effect you can see, 3D rotation you can see. So whatever you select, so in that you can see plenty of options. See here, shadow effects and the reflection you can see, and the glow effect you can see. So glow effects you can see the plenty here, and soft edges you can see soft edges. If you click anything from that option will be changed. That text or image will appear in that style. And bevel, 3D rotation, you can see everything here, right? So let me choose shadow effects. So we are learning the shadow effects, right? So under the shadow effects, you can see outer. You can select anything here. Let me choose offset bottom. Offset bottom. See, when I select, that will be changed here. Offset bottom. Click. When I click, that will be changed here, right? So here, since the projector is not showing properly, I will select different effect. I will select reflection. See, when I click, the reflection is being changed. Now it's normal without reflection. Now it is without reflection. When I click on reflection, any option, see, this is called reflection effect. And when we check 3D rotation, the picture, the shape is being rotated. See here. In that way, when we do it, so your image will be more impressive to the audience. Your image or shape will be more impressive to the audience, right? So here we'll see the next one. Note, using the format tab, you can also apply the shadow effects. Click on the format tab, shape styles group, shape effects button, shadow options. So this is one more way they are telling. By using the format tab also, we can do the same method, whatever we have seen now, the same method you can do it by using the format tab also, right? Tips: to have different shadow colors, select the shadow option from the shape effects drop down menu, select the shadow options from the cascading menu. The format shape dialog box appears. Now define the desired color and click on the close. Click and close it. So whatever we have seen, the same method we can change the color also, border, the shape of the shape borders color also, inside color also, that we have seen in last class, right? That we have seen in the previous class. The same method we can do it here also. Similarly, you can work with the 3D rotations, which we have seen right now. 3D rotations options present on the shape effects drop down menu. I have shown how to do that. This is the last one, 3D rotation option. So like a 3D effects, it will rotate the shape or the picture, right? The next one, dear children, now we are at the end of the lesson now. So let's recap whatever we have learned in this lesson. A slide layout can be modified either a normal view or a slide sorter view. A slide can, we have seen the many classes before, how to change the layout, everything. So that can be changed, modified, layout can be modified either normal view or slide sorter view. You know what is, how to change the layout, right? If we need only the title bar or the content bar, that we can change according to our need. We can change that layout using only in the normal view or slide sorter view, right? A text box is placeholder. A text box is a placeholder. I have asked you this question in the live class, so most of you are finding it difficult to answer me. So remember here, a text box is a placeholder where text can be inserted and manipulated, right? Text can be inserted and manipulated means, so in the placeholder we can insert more text or object in that, and we can modify in that also, right? The clip art feature is used to add pictures in the slide, right? The clip art pictures that can be used to add more pictures or from internet picture also we can insert, or from your local computer also you can copy and paste it. So the clip art feature is used to add more pictures which is in the slide, right? Word art feature helps to create special text efforts that we have seen in one of the classes. That has a more effective word art. It will bring the more effect or a special text to the slide, right? Shapes in a drawing feature that helps to insert different shapes like stars, banners, flow charts, and callouts. So there are many shapes we have in the PowerPoint presentation. So by using the drawing feature, we can insert plenty of shapes in the PowerPoint presentation. So that will create more attractive to the presentation, slide presentation, right? And the last one, to insert text in a shape, right click and select the edit text option from the shortcut menu. I have told you 3 options, right? So to insert text in the shape, I have told you right click and then from that options you can select edit text, right click and select edit text option from that shortcut menu. The shortcut menu, when you click edit options, so last class we have seen how to insert a smiley face. So that's what they are saying here. And then text, whatever we want to enter the text, we can type there, right? Yeah, dear children, now we are end of this lesson. So for this lesson, we have seen many classes. So each classes are very important, dear children. See all the classes. If you did not or if you forget to see the classes, please see the classes, learn it. This is a very important chapter. That's why we were going very slowly. So whenever you get a chance to work with the computer in the PowerPoint presentation, please practice all these options. Why? Because if you learn all the options, in future also you can work with the PowerPoint presentation in effective way. Thank you.